Hi everyone, my name is Jim Macklin and we're bringing you a segment today called Underwater Properties. I'm with Secure Document Research and none of this is to be construed as legal advice, as we always admonish. We want to talk to you today about a strategy for some debt restructuring. Back in 2006 there were plenty of loans available and many people out there acquired multiple properties, commercial properties, and this segment is specifically geared toward you folks. I'm going to do a couple of quick examples of some of the structuring and restructuring that is available. We will start with a simple structure. You, in 2006, were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and you had extra money, so you purchased a home, a second home, and a rental property. And these are all secured debts. And under this secured debt, you had a $400,000 loan on your primary residence. You had a $280,000 loan on your secondary residence, and you bought a rental property for about $190,000 to see if you could generate some extra income, because those are what you were told would be happening. Ancillary to that, you had a series of really high-end credit cards. One was for $25,000, one was for $10,000, and one was a small one at only $7,500. So you had a credit line of $42,500 in total outstanding unsecured debt. And then 2008 happened, and your $400,000 investment where you currently live is now only worth $200,000. Your second home that you had out at the lake has dropped down to a mere $180,000, and your rental property has dropped down to around $130,000 in value on today's market. These are rough estimates, but probably pretty close. All of your credit debt has been pushed to its maximum, and now you have a boatload of outstanding debt, and your debt service outreaches what you can earn in order to take care of the whole pie. So what you can do in a debt restructuring scenario through the court system is, in this instance, because you have secondary properties which are not your primary residence, you can execute a Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing. And in a Chapter 11, the reason that this type of a restructuring of debt would be beneficial to a person in this capacity is because at this point in time, you're still paying the same debt service as if your house was worth $280,000 and your other home was worth $190,000, but they're only worth this much. This is a financial suicide. And this particular property is your permanent residence, so in the Chapter 11, it's not subject to a restructuring of the debt. But these two properties and all of this debt are subject to restructuring. And that's one of the primary benefits of looking at a Chapter 11, because if the house is currently worth only that amount of money, depending on its current condition, inspections, it would also be subject to any repairs that might need to be done. In the Chapter 11, you can execute what they call a cram down. And that's where you have the right to repay a new loan based at the lower debt valuation amount, and then the unsecured portion of the $180,000 debt, or the original $280,000 debt, would be $100,000. That is now unsecured because the new value is placed at the $180,000. The difference between the $190,000 and the $130,000 is obviously $60,000. That is now unsecured. And it's these particular numbers, $160,000 in debt service, that you would want the court to subject to a cram down, where over the course of the plan, you're allowed to pay off only a percentage of that, and at the end of the plan, if you haven't paid it all off, it's discharged if you were a good boy or girl and made all your payments on time. All of these unsecured debts would also be subject to a debt restructuring plan that would be accepted by the creditors and the court. For more information about this particular type of debt structuring, get a hold of us through our website, we can certainly refer you to qualified counsel that can show you if this is right for you and if it would be something that would benefit your portfolio. Thanks and keep watching.